Hey everybody, it's Connie with Connie's Crafty Corner. First of all, I want to apologize for my background. It is an absolute mess. It's funny, I was watching Debbie from the Canadian Crotch. I can't say her channel, but y'all know who she is. I know I'll say it wrong, that's why I'm not going to try. And she was talking about, I think it was about a 2-week-old video. I'm so behind in watching my videos, guys. She was talking about how gremlins have gotten loose in her craft room. And I'm telling you guys, when I sew, which is what I've been doing a whole lot of, and the reason y'all hadn't seen me, plus I've been traveling a little bit, it just gets out of control. I mean, I'm making one little tiny outfit, and I just got stuff spread everywhere. And I was looking at my list of things I've completed this month, and my crochet and knitting has just suffered so bad because, let me tell you a little story, a little life update. You know, when we moved in this house in December, as most of you know, I had a horrible time with my movers. And it was like a week. I think we got our stuff on the 15th or 16th of December. And I had my children coming. And it's supposed to be a lot of my family, but my mom ended up falling. It was just a big mess. But we had so little time to get things put up. So I rushed around and got as much done as I could. And we even hired a couple of guys who came and were tremendously helpful. Because we've got a basement, a first floor, and a second floor. And we had stuff put all over this house in the wrong places. So what I'm trying to tell you is when we got through unpacking, things were just a mess. And I'm and I don't want to call myself an organized person. I'm someone who loves to organize. I love to know where things are at. When I look for something, I don't have to look for things. I know where they're at because I'm just that type of person. And I couldn't find anything. I'm still looking for stuff. It's just a mess that we've got in this house, and I can't stand living like this. So the past couple of weeks, I've been really working hard trying to attack small areas of my house so I can go through and put things where they really need to be and also know where things are at. So I've been doing a lot of that this past couple of weeks. And I tell you, Carrie Penny really got me going with that because, you know, she's redone her craft room. Or not redone, I guess she just fixed it best to suit her needs, I guess. She's gone through and reorganized and put stuff where they need to be and that kind of thing. So she got me really thinking I need to do that to my whole house. Plus, I've been doing a lot more sewing because, you know, I do have a grandson. And sewing was my first love. I mean, I sewed a lot of my daughter's clothes and made a lot of gifts over the years. And I even sewed a lot of my own clothes in there for a while. But anyway, I keep finding myself looking off. I wished I wouldn't do that. But that's what I've been busy with. But I do have some crochet projects finished. And I'm going to show you those. I'm looking around at them now. Okay, here's my list. This is kind of my March roundup, too. I've only finished 3 crocheted items, and I have 2 whips. And I'm usually done so much more than that, but I just have not had time. I've been so busy. But I'm going to tell you, my Instagram is in the description box below, and I've been trying to post a lot of my finished objects there because I've been doing so bad about keeping up with my book. This is it, of my projects that I do, as far as posting pictures. So I don't know if I'll go back and do that. I think I've got 1 picture in here. But anyway, I did the Jumper Cloud, that sweater, that big oversized beige colored sweater that I made my grandson. And I know I'm going to forget to post pictures here, excuse me, but they are on my Instagram. And the Virus Shawl, the one that was the blues and greens, I got that done. And now I've got another one that I finished. Let me get it. I ain't got anywhere to set anything, y'all. Here we go. I've still got the ball connected. I have not cut it. And that's because I didn't have my scissors down there with me when I was doing it. But this is it. And I think I'm loving this one more than I do the blue and green one. It's just, I just love these colors. And this is another Hobie yarn. And hold on just a second. I've got, this is it. This isn't the colorway, but it's the Havana. It's 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. My window's open and it's got a lot of glare. But this is colorway number 4, and the one I used was number 1. But I love this yarn. I love, love, love this yarn for making shawls, especially summer weight shawls, because this is, you know, doesn't have any wool in it. It's just part acrylic, part cotton, and it's very lightweight. But this is the color number 1. And it's turned into a really big shawl, and I only used the 1 cake. And it does have 800 meters on it. And I love it. And, you know, this is my second virus shawl that I've done. I get in the springtime, and it's almost spring. I don't know if it's actually really spring or not. I don't even know when it turns spring. I go crazy making shawls, especially lightweight shawls, and the virus shawl is one of my favorite because I've got it memorized. I was going to show you my work in progress. This is actually the second time I filmed this video. My poor uncle called me like 3 times in a row to let me know he's going to go do Mama's taxes. And I had to stop the video, and then I actually accidentally deleted what I'd already videoed. But hold on just a second. Let me see if I can find, oh, here it is. And this, I don't know where I've put the ball band, y'all, but I know what it is. This is Red Heart Sprinkle. It's a wrap, and it's the color Confetti. They went on sale or clearance, certain colors or whatever, I think a year or so ago, and I bought up a bunch of them. And this is another virus shawl, and this is how much I've gotten done. I'm pulling it out as I'm talking to you guys. So bad about that. And if it comes out, it comes out. It won't be but a few stitches. But this is how much I've gotten done so far. And this is a cotton acrylic blend also. And that's how it's gotten so far. And here's the colors that yet to come. Now these only have like 600 something yards, and I've got another one in the exact same colorway. And once I finish this, I don't know if I'll go back and add some more of the other one to make it bigger like the others I've done, or if I'll just be satisfied with the way it is. The last time I think I used its wrap, I had to open another ball because I didn't end in a good spot, and I wanted to add to it to kind of make it look better and finished off. But I don't know, we'll see. I bet I'll have this thing done by the weekend, and this is Wednesday because these are just addictive. The way the repeats work, I like to get all the way till you get to that repeat with the stitch in between the double crochets. In fact, I think it's, no, I've just got the second repeat done here. In fact, there might be 4 repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. But anyway, I love this pattern. It's just beautiful. And I know there's a virus shawl, an anniversary virus shawl make along now, and I cannot remember your channel name, and I think you actually commented on my last video, and I have the world's worst memory, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm so sorry. But this is my other whip. Yeah, whip. I've got 1 finished object. This whip, I actually have 2 finished objects. I made my grandson an outfit, but I don't have it with me. I'll try to post a picture at the end. It was an outfit that I made for sizing reference, because I am in the process of making his Easter outfit, and I'm not going to have a chance to make another one if this happens to be too big or too small. So I had to make one just kind of plain. I think I embroidered his initials across the front to catch, you know, to check sizing. So I didn't want it to be too big or too little. But I'll show you this. This is the outfit I'm working on for his Easter outfit. This is just the front, and I've done the pleats, and I did the decorative stitching. So hopefully I'm going to try to have this thing finished by tomorrow, because I've got to get it in the mail. But this is the panel that's in the front. It's got the big pleat down the front, and then these other 2 little pleats. This is the back where I pleated everything. And that's the little decorative stitch. I don't know if you can see it. It's a feather stitch. I know you can't see it. Let me see if I can get it close enough. But I just did that with my sewing machine. And it's going to have the big white collar and the little sleeves. And it's going to be a bubble, you know, that kind of gets real gathered around the legs. She wanted a very classic design, and I was so excited that that's what she wanted. And we almost bought one, but we couldn't find anything that would get to her in time that was what she wanted. She wanted the bubble, and most everything she could find was John John's that were going to get to her in time. But it's so cute. She's ordered the knee-high white socks and the little shoes and all that, and I hope it ends up being what she wants it to be, but I've got to get this thing finished. But I got to show you another work in progress I've got. I've been working on this for several, I guess 2 or 3 weeks now. It's a very fast make. It's the one that I had the book, the 100 Ripple Stitch book. I will link it down below. I showed you guys in another video, but I've added probably 3 more colors in between. Let's see, this is where I start. No, this is where I'm at now. I think I had done, maybe I just added 2. But anyway, I've only worked on this just a little bit since the last time I showed it to you guys. But this is what it's looking like. And I don't know how far I'm going to go right now. If I put it down on the ground and try to spread it over me, it doesn't even get up to my, you know what I'm talking about. It don't even get that far. But it's 100% cotton. It's the Hobie 8-6 Rainbow. And I've got some of it here. Here's some colors. I'm just using each color one time because I bought some assorted packs a year or so ago. And I want to get these moved out of my stash. But this is them. And y'all, this cotton is amazing. It feels so good. I'm thinking about making some washcloths out of it. I've got some of the 8-8, and this is the 8-6, which I chose to use because I actually had more of it than I did the other. But I think I'm going to make some actual washcloths instead of dishcloths. I used the Lily Peaches and Cream, Lily's, I don't know what it's called, Sugar and Cream, I don't know, for most of my dishcloths, which I love. And I use Dishy also, and I love it. But this, I don't know, I think because it's a smaller and everything, I think it'd be good for face cloths. But anyway, this is how much I've got done on this so far. But this is actually all I've got done. I've just been so busy with everything else. But I'm hoping to get back because I'm missing my knitting. I'm missing my crocheting. Well, I've been crocheting, but y'all know what I mean. I'm used to doing a whole bunch of different things at one time. What I haven't been working on is my sweater. I don't know if it's because it's getting warmer and I'm kind of getting out of the mood for it. I don't know. I've got to put some stitches in it before my next update. And I haven't touched my scrappy projects. I've got to commit to 1 day a week working on those so I can see some progress. I've just been busy. And let me tell you what I've been up to. You know, I've got this rolly chair and I'm all over the place. My husband and I there's a little concert place here. It's called the Cameo Theater. It's right in downtown. Our downtown is half Bristol, Virginia, half Bristol, Tennessee. And I actually live in the Tennessee section. It's like 2 miles from here. And there's this little theater, and John Michael Montgomery, he's a country singer if anybody doesn't know. I think he was popular in the 90s maybe. And he was here, and we went and saw his show, and it was amazing. It's just so cool to have somewhere 2 miles from our house that we can go do things like that. And now that my mom's not living with me, which I hate to say, I can actually get out and do some things like I used to do every once in a while. But I went this past Saturday, I went to see my daughter. I was going to go down over her spring break. That did not happen. Rowan is teething. He still hasn't got his teeth, you know what I'm talking about. But he was so incredibly fussy, and my daughter was stressed out, and just, I don't think she wanted me to come. And I know it's not because she don't love me or whatever. I think she just was, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't feel like she was wanting me to come. So we just decided just to wait. And Jeff, my husband, actually wanted to see the baby. So this past Saturday, we met them in Knoxville, and we went to First Watch. It's kind of a brunch place. And we sat and had, breakfast, lunch, whatever you're going to call it, with them. And then we went and did a little bit of baby shopping, went and looked at clothes. And she's needing to get a car seat because he's outgrown his car seat. He needs a new car seat. And we went and looked around. Of course, we had to get him a few things. But we spent several hours with him, and he was just so good. I don't remember my kids being as good as he is. And I think we're going to Dollywood this coming weekend. No, not this coming, but no, that's Easter. The one after that. We're going to meet them in Dollywood because we're right sort of in the middle of that. And I'm really excited about it. And she gets out of school in May. She's a school teacher for second graders, so we'll be able to see her more often. But I've so far seen him at least once a month since he's been born, and I'm just so excited. I can't believe he's 6 months old. But then that was Saturday, and then Monday I went to North Carolina to see Mom. I had a baby shower I was supposed to go to. Long story short, I don't like driving in the rain. I just don't. As I've gotten older with my anxiety issues, rain, big transfer trucks, or darkness, I don't like driving with. But I got up Monday morning and I went to North Carolina and I took Mom shopping, and we got a bunch of clothes for her. She has lost so much weight. She was 119 when she come to live with me. She gained up to 128, and her creatinine level's like 27, I think, when she was at my house. She has gotten down to 113, and her creatinine levels dropped to 13. So she's got something definitely medical going on with her, on top of the Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm just so concerned about her. And you know, she's living with my sister, who is a CNA and who takes really good care of her, but we're very different people, myself and my sister. We're just very different, and Mama really wants to be living with me, and it's heartbreaking not to bring her back here. I may bring her back for a while. She'll have to, I don't know what we're going to do, because all our bedrooms are upstairs. We had one downstairs we thought would be perfect for her until we actually lived here and realized it doesn't have heat and air in that one room, because it's an addition they did behind the carport. And I just don't know. And I'd have to sleep with her, and because it'd be downstairs, and she gets very scared. And because there's a door right outside her bedroom, it goes to the garage, and one that goes to the back deck, which nobody can get on because it's on the second level. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm just really struggling with that. I am. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But, you know, my sister has so much support, though. She has my other sister there, my uncle there, and she has a friend who's been worked in nursing facility. And actually, my mom taught her, and that's how she became a CNA. My mom, on top of being an emergency care nurse, she was an RN in an emergency room for years and years and years. Worked on surgical, worked as a surgical nurse. I mean, did all that. She also taught CNA so they could get certified. And she was actually one of her students. So she comes and takes care of Mom some to give my sister a break. And I just don't have that here, y'all. And I don't think I can do it. I just don't. I struggle with it so much because I've always been the one to take care of everybody in my family. And I'm struggling, I'm telling you. I left there Tuesday, and it's hard. Caregivers and your parents' health failing is really hard. But she seemed happy. She did ask to come with me several times, and I talked to her about it. I don't know. I think where my mom would flourish is like an Alzheimer's care unit or a memory care place. She has no desire to go, because I've talked to her about it, and she gets kind of angry with me. But I know my mama would do well there because she loves people. We go to Walmart, and we were in Walmart to get her some clothes, because that's the best place for her clothes right now, because she needs stuff easy, slip up and down, you know, and I cannot get her to spend any money. I'm telling you guys, it was like pulling teeth to get her to spend $7 on a t-shirt. But and not that anything's wrong with Walmart clothes. I love Walmart clothes. In fact, 90% of what I wear all the time is Walmart or Target or something, because first of all, I don't work outside the home, and my daughter works outside the home and gets most of her stuff there too. But it's affordable, and it's no different hardly than you get anywhere else. But anyway, that's another whole video, which I won't do because I don't care about it that much. But trying to get her to get stuff and pick stuff out and buy stuff for herself. She's literally supporting my two sisters, one of them a whole lot more than the other. It's a whole family history thing, and I'm not even going to go into it. Y'all can probably read between the lines. But for her to spend money on herself is like pulling hen's teeth. I'm telling you guys. Finally, we got out of there with her spending some money and getting her some clothes, because she'll throw clothes away, and it's her dementia. She can't help it. She throws underwear away, and so we don't want to put a whole lot of money into anything, but she needed clothes. So we got her a few things, and then got her some pretty stuff, and she was excited. And then we went and saw I call her my niece, Jenna. She had a baby on my birthday, the day after Rowan was born. His name is Rollins. I got to visit him. I've only seen him one other time. And as soon as he saw me, he burst out into tears and cried his little eyes out, because he's at that stranger thing, you know, where kids doesn't like strangers and people that they don't know that well. But I don't care. I held him anyway. I said, I don't care if he cries his eyes out. I'm still going to hold him. And he didn't warm up to me too much through the visit. And Mom was like, we need to go. We need to go. She didn't like being around Dad at all. But I don't care. I loved seeing him. And then I got to go out to dinner with my mom, who actually sat there and ate almost a half a rack of ribs. Tickled me to death. Went to Chili's. And went with my mom, my niece Jenna, my uncle Donald, my sister Kim, and my niece Savannah, who's Kim's child, and Michael, who's Kim's child, and his wife. And she's about to have a baby. I think it's C-section's been scheduled for the 17th of April. And that's who I brought the baby shower gift for. But we all got to have dinner, and it was really nice to see everybody. And then I went and spent the evening, I stayed the night at my uncle's home. And we had a real good talk, and then got up and got to visit a while the next day. And then I went and saw Mom and my sisters and got to come home. I love being at home, y'all. I can't help it. I'm a homebody, let me tell you. But it was a nice visit. It's sad leaving Mama, though. I don't know if it's worse going and seeing her and then leaving, or just not going at all. And I know that sounds crazy, and people may not understand what I'm talking about, but when you can distance yourself and not live it every day, you don't realize how sad things can be. You kind of, I guess your mind just lets you forget it so you can deal with it better. But anyway, just to catch y'all up on what I've been up to, I've been cleaning, sewing, some crochet, and visiting. So I have no plans right now of anything going on in the next few weeks, which is kind of a relief to me, because when I have something scheduled, like going to Dollywood in about 2 weeks, that'll start messing with my mind, thinking I don't have time, I'm going to run out of time to get stuff done. And I know that sounds crazy for some people, but I know some of you understand. We had 3 people coming to the house today. We had a bunch of wind damage to our roof. I had to get a roofer come out and give me an estimate. And we got great news. That made me so happy. And then we got our bug man come. You know, when you live in Tennessee, you got to spray for bugs, let me tell you. I don't like it. I don't like seeing those things around. So he came by today, and I just love him to death. He's so funny. He's actually an Elvis impersonator, and he asked me if I'd do some sewing on his costumes to alter them a little bit. I told him I'd look at it. I didn't make any promises because I get nervous doing things for other people. And then we had to get a freezer delivered today because I'm in this, you know, putting up food kind of thing, and I had to have me a freezer because the one we had is just so small that it's just overflowing. And we've got a beef that my husband bought, and we don't really have any room to put it. So we got that delivered today. And when he left, when Lowe's left, I got so tickled. I thought, oh my goodness, I haven't got anything else going on the rest of the week. I can just do whatever I need to get done and not sit in anticipation of people showing up at my house. Y'all, I know that sounds crazy, and I hope somebody out there understands. But anyway, that's where I've been and what I've been up to for the past couple of weeks. I can tell y'all right now that I'll have a video out next week, but who knows? I sit here sometimes and my husband will say, why are you not doing more videos? I think, because my life is so boring sometimes, and I feel like who wants to see the same shawl over and over, you know? I just don't have a real exciting life. I mean, I love my life, but it's just not really exciting. I'm not buying a bunch of yarn. Well, I do have 2 things to show you. This is the Lether code, you know, the subscription for the blankets, and I think I may be canceling them because I just don't have it in me to want to do those things right now. I haven't even looked at them. I just cut the tape. This is the flower garden. This is the month of March, and I've got February's, but I don't even know if I've looked at it or if I even showed it to you guys, but I will before. But this is March. And it's called Daisy. Everything's Daisy because everyone's based on a different Daisy, but this one's March, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's a little brighter than it's not as bright as what y'all are seeing it, but I tell you, Lether Co, I've never had any yarn to disappoint me from this company, and they're amazing. And she does a great job on her yarns and her things. But there's the start of the pattern. That was January's colorway. I tell you though, her tension is so much tighter, I'm assuming, than mine, that I can never meet gauge with her Afghan pattern, so I've changed it. I'm doing granny squares. I kind of fell out of love with doing that right now, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but that's for that. And this is for the Star Hollows. And this is called You Are My Hero, and this is based on, y'all are going to kill me, I think, Gilmore's Girl or Soup is, or y'all, I don't know enough about the show. Luke's, it's got to be Gilmore's Girl. Where I lead, I will follow you, blanket. Luke's Cafe, isn't that on Gilmore's Girl? Gilmore Girls, and here's the sticker she put in there. That's them with coffee. I thought it was a face mask, isn't that funny? And here's the stitch marker. Let's see if I can get that turned around that she included. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you something about Ashley that owns Lether Co., her and her husband. Oh, that's an Aaron Wade, and they're both 100% Super Welsh Merino. I have dealt with a lot of companies and stuff in the past, but I'm telling you, her customer service is 100% impeccable. She has been so good to me because during my move and everything, she just was amazing to work with, very responsive. I mean, I may email her. I can't remember if I contacted her through Facebook. I can't remember. But she always got back to me so timely and so kind, and just, you know, didn't make me feel bad about having to change the way things were done or anything like that. I can't say that of all companies I've dealt with, but her and, let's see if I can find the name. I know that the Lopsided Crafter, she was really good, but I don't think she's selling yarn anymore. And Erica, I don't know if you're even watching videos anymore, but I went to your website and it keeps saying it's not up there. So, I mean, it's there, but I think if you hit shop, there's nothing there. So, I don't know, but I can't remember the name of the other lady that was really good working with me. I can't remember. I know I said it in one of my videos, so I know I gave her credit for it. But anyway, if y'all have ever thought about doing a subscription box, Lether Co., they really are amazing. maybe I'm not a 100% fan of all her patterns, but her yarn has never disappointed me. And you guys, I have rambled for 26 minutes, and very little of this was yarny content, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to come by and say something and say hey to you guys because I miss you. And like I said before, y'all are my friends, and I so enjoy talking to you guys. I just wish we could talk back and forth, you know, but I'm too afraid to do a live, and I'm afraid nobody'd show up. That's why I had never done one. But, and I really don't know if I'd know how to do it. But anyway, here I am looking off again. I don't ever know how to end my videos. So with that being said, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you as soon as I can. I'm hoping to break out and start some new projects. You know, summertime, springtime, I need to start Christmas stuff. And here I am rambling again, you guys. My lip is wanting to split again like it was in my last video, and I can't laugh. But anyway, you see that water thing right there? Funny story. I got my daughter, she wanted a Stanley cup, like everybody was on TikTok or YouTube or whatever was getting. So I ordered her one, and I thought, well, I want me one too. So I ordered me one too, and I ended up getting mine for free because they sent the wrong one. And they said, they realized they sent the wrong one, so they just gave it to me for free. So that was a plus. So, but anyway, and I do love them. I know they're ridiculous. I think about $50. If you go on Stanley's website, they're between $40 and $50. But if you go to Amazon, they're double that. So don't do that. But they really are good. I can fill it up with ice water today, and if I don't finish it, there's still ice water in there tomorrow. But anyway, you guys, you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.